being recorded, and it's I don't know what time it is. It's 10:01. So
10:01.
Tim, you can take it over. I'll just kick back and
Yep.
then we'll get to Larry.
Yep. We're a quick, short little agenda. Yes, I'm still down in Curacao. We will fly out because we got COVID clearance finally, so we could book return flights. So that is nice. So anyway, to pick up so we can get this agenda meeting done. It's great. Thanks for Bill for setting it up and coordinating it. I mean, there was only 4 quick and dirty little things to do because this Q2 meeting actually has to happen in Q2 in thirds as opposed to the regular calendar cycle, but that's fine. We'll get it done. And I saw the use upon picnic information. Bill, I assume, do you still need for the poster board supports like we've done? Well, we did do it for a couple of years, but then we lost 1 year because we didn't have any event. Is there a budget for that, or however many we need to?
Don't worry about it right now. We're going to be. That's what I'm doing right now. After this is just making sure that we've got the updated cadets, midshipmen, and lieutenants, and I've got the parents are actually doing a pretty good job on some stuff behind the scenes. So I'm going to be sending the artwork over to the printers Tuesday morning, and they'll have the yard signs for the lieutenants, and I'm trying to only identify the lieutenants who we have access to give them to. We made about 4 or 5 extras last time. Appeal didn't pick up. So if they're not close to Northern Nevada or our area. But anyway, that's doing and talking to all the liaison officers and hope to get as many people as there. We actually have some people coming who are just interested in the academies, which is good to be there to meet different cadets. Kaylee's going to be there. She's going to be here on Tuesday. She's at Fort Rucker right now.
Right. Getting married a little sooner than you thought, too.
Yeah, she's going to marry on the 18th. We're turning around going right back. I wish it wasn't quite so soon, but it's logistics with getting a duty station at Kaylee picked Fort Carson, Colorado. By the way, one last thing, I won't talk too much, but I'm pretty proud of her. She ended up a SARman. And SARman and top 3 in leadership, top academics, and top physical fitness. So that's what 10 years of gymnastics does to you, I guess.
Well, congratulations to you and to her. It's quite the accomplishment. So,
Joanna's out at Buckner doing cadre.
If you need anything for the picnic, historically, I don't know that we have really contributed much, but just email it around and we can pick that up electronically and just go and just do it. So
I think we're good. This is I'd like to do more. I've been super busy in the last 4 months. 3 months.
I can imagine. So the other thing I'm going to take is just slightly out of sequence. On the Leaders Conference, which is August 10th through 13th, I can't go. I'm just coming back off of my sabbatical trips and got an arbitration and trial that's going to be there. I didn't know if we had anybody else who had interest in going to the Leaders Conference. And I don't know if they're going to have it or not. I mean, virtual, I should say. I think it's going to be in person.
I think they'll have it in person. I would think. They're not worried about COVID anymore back there. I talked to the West Point officers and stuff. These guys say this is ridiculous in the COVID stuff. And they're really, no one's pushing for that COVID stuff at all in the academy. They haven't checked the kids since, before Christmas for any tests or anything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even check them anymore. They don't report anything.
And you still can't fly with it. I can tell you that.
You can't fly in the plane outside the United States, but inside the United States.
Or return to the United States.
Oh, I know. It's kind of ridiculous.
So,
and you know what, Tim? Anyway. You can go to Mexico and just walk across. Why don't you just do that? Fly to Mexico. Fly to Tijuana.
Well, I'm in an island in the middle of the Caribbean, so it's not
I used to work on the border for a while.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if we have anybody who is interested in going. I haven't seen anybody, so I'm just throwing that out. That was the 10th.
I just said I'd like to go.
Oh, did you? Okay, sorry, Bill. I
Definitely
didn't.
like to go. Maybe Ann might want to go too. I'm thinking.
We had the funds to do it. Larry, were you trying to say something?
Yes, Ed Jones usually goes back for his finance committee meeting at that same time.
Yes, it's on August 11th. So I'll attend the finance committee meeting and then leave West Point after the meeting to come back to Reno.
Bill, if you want to make reservation, we were at 500 in terms of how much we reimbursed back for that.
That's nice.
So it helped to defray the costs. If you want to reach out to Ann, I mean, we can send to. I don't have a problem with even doubling that. Simply because we haven't had the cost the last few years. One of the things and the reason I took that out of sequence is that we usually set the annual meeting after that so we can get the update from whoever attended that conference. And then also we would pick up the SLE candidates. And did we have one this year? Earlier on, I thought we had, but I don't know if that was finalized or not. Has anybody heard anything? I have not. Okay. I'll ping out to Ann and see if she does so we can invite. So that's the leaders conference. I'll also let her know that you're interested in going, Bill, but if she wants to go too, we can double the stipend of 500 because we haven't spent it the last few years. So we're more than ahead on that game. Then that rolls into kind of the annual meeting, which you would do and have done in late August after the leaders conference. So if the leaders conference finishes on the weekend of the 14th, it would be kind of the weekend of the 26th through the 28th of August. The following weekend is Labor Day. We've traditionally stayed away from Labor Day, but we can try to find a location. And since we'll have to be at a different spot, we can just start looking around, and I can start doing that when I get back in the country next week, or I guess this week, towards the end of this week. So does anybody have any particular dates, comments, venues, suggestions for the annual meeting?
I do. I'm trying to get the parents to put on a second meeting. Maybe you could do it jointly with them and just have the meeting. And the reason why I wanted to do one early in the summer for the cadets leaving, or the new cadets and midshipmen, and then those who are in town to come back, especially lieutenants, and there's a few cadets in town. And then latter part of summer when those cadets are back, different cadets are back different times. I know my middle daughter will just come back for a very few days, and because she's going over to Europe, but some cadets are here at the end of summer. So it's nice to get them involved too. So if you can do two, and there are some parents that have some pretty nice houses who I think are going to volunteer. One up close to where Ed used to live. So
Okay.
I think
If you have somebody has a location and a place, we can, like I said, traditionally we'd do it that weekend afterwards, which
you can
actually I think we can do the 19th, 28th, the 19th through the 21st, or the 26th through the 28th. That being that's the Friday through Sunday on both those sequences.
What days again?
I don't have the 19th through the 21st. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or the 26th through the 28th
of August,
which is Friday, Saturday. Yes,
okay.
And both of those are after the leaders conference.
Yeah, that would be good. I'll put that down here. I'll put a message out today because I'm putting a lot of stuff out today.
Okay.
Friggin' paper.
Okay. Then the last thing on the agenda was to add you to the use upon accounts.
Not use
I
upon,
have no.
just the regular.
Let me interrupt. Anyway, what I've been looking for a long time is somebody to take over the treasurer position. that's from a younger generation. Anyway, the one candidate that I have now is Bill Conrad. He satisfies being a younger generation. I had talked to him about taking over the treasurer position. Not immediately, but I would want to work with him to make sure that he knows how to do everything that needs to be done. The most difficult of which is maintaining the general ledger and coming up with the financial statements. Bill said that if he needs help with the accounting, that his wife Karen is a very good accountant, so he thinks he can get over any hurdles. So what I would like to start doing is working with Bill to see what he can do and make sure he understands what has to be done. We would probably do a number of the tasks in parallel to see if we were coming up with the same answer. So once I'm satisfied that Bill is fully capable of performing the treasurer function, I just as soon step out of the picture on that. I'm 82 now, soon to be 83. And I would like to see the function transferred to competent hands while I'm still alive, rather than running into the problem where I have died and nobody knows what to do as it relates to the treasurer function.
No, that sounds like a good plan to me.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'm very optimistic that between Bill and his wife Karen, that they can handle all of the treasurer functions. But by working with them, I can certainly find out.
Okay. Got my support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Ted, did you ever get paid for Silver Flume, the $50?
Did we? I have no idea.
Did you? No, I just, yeah.
It didn't show up on a list. Sometimes it just goes into a big centralized hopper.
Right. Okay.
And then occasionally they'll kick us out something.
Just curious.
That's it. That's all. It's all on the agenda. Any other comments? Issues people want to raise?
The other thing for the annual meeting, you could do an annual meeting before the picnic like this on a Zoom. And I didn't do it, but I'm going to make a text list that I can text out. So you just get in your phone or anywhere. It seemed like it was pretty easy to get everybody up today. Where are you physically? Tim, you're down in the Caribbean.
I'm in Curacao.
You got a good connection. You could be doing this on your phone too.
Today, I've had days where it wasn't so great.
Oh yeah.
Generally.
But on your phone too, you could do this off your phone signal, which works.
Yep.
And it's recorded. It's actually being recorded. I forgot to record it last time. Larry.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else other than West Point was a lot of fun going back to graduation. Kaylee looked really good. My whole family was there. Our family, families were there. And West Point looked good. Graduation was really good. Mark Milley, I know Mark. I actually got to talk to him afterward for a little bit. Kind of strange. He and I went to the Q course together, and we've seen each other on and off our whole career. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, he should be about the last year or so, I would think, of his chairmanship.
Yeah, he's been there a long time, it seems.
Yeah.
But I've known Mark and I he's Princeton, but we're both infantry officer basic course, the Q course. So ran into each other a few times in our career. He's 7th group, I was 10th. In Afghanistan, I saw him in Jalalabad for a while. And saw him again when he was a 2-star. He said one thing to me. He said, "You look good, Bill." I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm up skiing in the mountains most of the time." And he looked at me and said, "What did I do wrong?" He's got a really good sense. If people know him, his personality towards individuals is very kind. And that's why I think he rose to where he is. Sometimes he comes across pretty strong though on the TV and other places. But
He does have that look.
but he's actually he knows people's names and ID really well. So anyway, that was fun. It's all done. I got one done. Got one left.
Yeah.
Fast
Right.
forward.
Cool.
We only have one candidate. We only have one appointment this year from West Point. Which
Yeah, that was a little surprising.
yeah.
Well, what high school?
Huh?
What high school is the one appointment?
Reno.
Really?
Yeah. His dad's ex-class 78. Leo. Leo's his first name. Leo and his dad's
Ketchum.
Gosh, right?
Josh Ketchum.
Josh is his dad, Josh Ketchum. But he stayed active. He did everything right and did well. I don't have anything.
That's it. Well, thanks, Bill. We have checked the boxes. We have maxed out our points, unless Larry has something else we need to
Nope.
get on this one.
I've got a lot of other things to work on, and we'll be getting in touch with people
Hey.
to see if they did some of the things. But this is a big help.
Who's going to the picnic on? It's next Sunday from 3 to 6.
I will.
I'm planning on it.
Okay, it should be pretty nice. And it's outdoors. It's in the backyard. It should be beautiful.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm going to try to make that.
I'll probably go.
Main schedule now.
I think we're going to have a pretty good turnout. A lot of merchant marines. So
That's not.
I'm just saying it's interesting because we have a lot of merchant marines, like 2 or 3 appointments. So
All right. Well, everybody enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. Safe travels, Larry, up to Montana.
Yeah, Barbara's just gave me a note. You might have seen her come in. She's not going until next Monday. I got relieved of having to go until the 17th of this month, next month, and then we'll be up there for 3 weeks and then back.
it's nice.
Good. Well, everybody enjoy your Memorial Day weekend and warmer weather to come. I understand. I guess you guys have cooled off a little bit. So
Really good Zoom. It's good.
Yep.
You did well today.
good. Nice to see everybody. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
I'll stay on for a second. You got to tell Mike Scott we have a mini reunion coming up. Do you know that? At West Point.
At West Point or in DC?
No, it's at West Point.
Hadn't heard that.
It just came up yesterday. I just got to I'll
Oh.
try to get it to you. And Sallyport, I'll try to do some education on Sallyport, the new Sallyport. I'm sort of getting into that a little bit. They're finally getting it a lot better.
Hmm.
So I think that's going to be good.
I heard isn't there something in DC, or wasn't there something this
There's
weekend
always-
in DC?
There's always many reunions in DC, but there's one at West
Yeah.
Point coming up for our class. They don't only have like 17 people signed up. And the
Yeah.
50th, the 50th affiliation's coming up. That was a
Yeah, it
blast. Kaylee's,
Yeah.
I knew people from class of 72 because of the instructors,
Yeah.
and that was a blast with the affiliation, seeing what they did with it.
Me and T-Lander often talk about doing a mini reunion out here on the West Coast. See if
Yeah, we need
there'd be any
somewhere.
interest to go out to San Francisco and up to Napa or something.
I agree. Napa
Yeah.
would be. I would stay out of San Francisco, but maybe
Do a Giants game.
Yeah, Giants would be good.
Do a Giants
Giants
game
go
and
to
then go
Napa.
up to Napa for a couple days or something.
That would be okay. And it's cheap to fly into SFO. That's the cheapest.
Yeah, it
place
is.
to fly into.
Yeah. Worth talking about.
That sounds good. I think we should do one.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, maybe we'll talk at the picnic next week.
yeah, it'd be good.
Okay. See ya.
Yeah, I was gonna say now we need to get Navy and the other people working more on these. All right, I'll stay on until you guys get off, or I could close it. Hi, this is Bill. Really good Zoom meeting today. If you could go ahead and like and subscribe right about here, right about here. That will help our organization grow and get more YouTube visibility. Wonderful Zoom meeting today. Great job. We'll see you next Sunday at the All Academy Picnic. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It starts.